Well, hello everybody, it's Kathy and Rosie Vesperina, and this video is going to be a little bit different. I'm riding from the Wyoming shops where I just dropped off something at the post office up to Shelly Beach. Two things that are different. I'm wearing a new jacket which is very red to match Rosie, but I'm not sure if the video has made it too bright because this time, instead of using the DJI Action 5 Pro, I think that's what it's called, I'm actually using the new DJI Osmo 360 camera, and I've just got it on its regular settings, not on the raw settings or the D-Log settings, because I just wanted to see what it looked like and whether it was too oversaturated. It looks a little oversaturated, but I'm not 100% sure if it will come out that way when I upload the video onto YouTube. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. I find it a little bit tricky editing these clips, so I have to edit it in the DJI software, then export it as a file and then import it into Premiere Pro to then add the intro and the outro and my voiceover. So it's a little bit more cumbersome, but it does allow you to have different camera views. So obviously at the moment it's facing towards me. Look at me looking like I'm leaning, but I'm not really leaning. That's a bit funny. And you know, right along the side and then in front. So I haven't really mastered how to position the camera in the DJI software to make it look its best, but everything is trial and error. So we're heading out through Wyoming and Narara. This is a route that you are used to seeing. I didn't film from at home out here because you've seen that route from at home to Wyoming in just about every video. So I just said, oh well, we'll start a little bit further along where I stopped at the post office to drop something off to post back to Amazon and then head out. I'm heading out to Shelly Beach to have lunch with my friend, and we've not ridden out that way before. This first part is familiar because we have ridden this part before, but hopefully when we move along we see some scenery that's a little bit different. What I noticed about my new jacket is that it is significantly cooler, not cool as in trendy cool, but in temperature, than my black jacket. So this one I have a thin merino thermal underneath, but I can absolutely feel the breeze coming through both the jacket and my skin and my merino. So it's obviously a more of a spring summer jacket than a winter jacket like my black one is, but again, that's trial and error as well, I guess. This section of the road you will have seen before as well. It's a section that I really like, heading up over some little hills into the Tuggerah area. We did this ride, I think, in the last couple of videos when we went up to, oh maybe not, no, we didn't go along here when we went to Newcastle actually, so that's you haven't been up here for a little while. It is a tricky little section of road, as I've mentioned before. A few accidents on here in the years that have gone by, so everybody's a little bit more cautious riding it, but it's really weird, the view and changing the angle of the camera. I'm not 100% sure about it just yet. and I'm not sure about the picture quality. I am working today, but I'm taking a long lunch break because I worked quite a bit the week before. I worked away from home up in Brisbane, and so I just took a long lunch today to have a bit of a break. I also had a doctor's appointment that meant I had to have the longer lunch break and a quick trip up to Shelly Beach. I feel like the camera angles aren't great. We're not really looking at anything here except for the side of Rosie and the GPS, so that's a bit funny. I probably need to watch some YouTube clips on how best to edit the software in the DJI software package. This should be quite familiar to those that watch my videos. When we've done group rides up to the biker's attic, we would have come along here as we went along to meet at the petrol station. But instead of doing that this time, we're actually going to turn right and follow that road all the way to Shelly Beach, and it's quite a nice road. It's a 70k zone road, most of it, quite a few roundabouts, but the road itself is really in really good condition, so that's nice after all the crazy rain we've had to have a road that's in good condition. So this is that big intersection where in the past we've gone straight ahead, but this time we're heading around the corner to the right. Sometimes the camera, when you play it back, it adjusts the footage itself. It kind of moves it around, so yeah, I'm not quite sure about that. I am loving my red jacket though. You would have seen at the beginning of the video that pocket is open on the side, on my right hand side, and there was a bit of paper in there which was the receipt for the thing that I posted, and I now notice that it is not in my pocket from what I can see, so I think potentially that might have fallen out, which is not very good because that makes me a little litter bug, but I'll check my pocket later to see if that's the case. Everything's looking very red. The scooter Vespa is looking red and my jacket is looking very red. We'll be interested to see how it uploads. I did put the sharpness down to -2, and I also put the noise reduction down to -2. Because I'm assuming that in its normal color profile it would over sharpen the image, so we'll see how that turns out when we put it into YouTube. The other thing that will be interesting is to see how much quality is downgraded, because we've essentially exporting it 3 times, one from the DJI software into an MP4 file that I then imported into Premiere Pro, which I'll then export as another MP4 with the voiceover and the intro and the outro, and then export it up into YouTube. That seems like a lot of importing and exporting, so potentially the quality of the video will not be ideal, but we'll see. I don't know whether it's better to show myself riding like it is now, or whether it's better to have the camera facing in the other direction, showing where I'm going. I'm unsure. It is interesting though to see it from this angle. You can see my helmet that I've put some colourful stickers on so that people can see me. And my helmet, I think, is AGV, the brand, and it also has a built-in sun visor, which I find really helpful. I tried a lot of helmets and I brought a few. I think I've got 3 different helmets that just either aren't right, or I've got a couple that are open face that my family felt I should probably have a full face rather than an open face, so I brought I'm going to call it a hybrid one, but I don't think it's called hybrid, where the bottom panel lifts up completely. One of the things that I don't like about helmets is how claustrophobic they feel, and so that helmet, a modular, that's what it's called, the modular helmet helps with that. It doesn't feel as claustrophobic. And then I found this one in a bike shop in Sydney, in the city, and it seemed like a good compromise between the hybrid or the modular and a full face. My family weren't keen on the modular as well as the open face, so this will hopefully make them happy that I've got this helmet. So we're heading now up towards a big intersection that takes us left to the entrance where we've been before, right to Barrow Bay where we've been before, and straight ahead to Shelly Beach where we haven't been before. So this is our first time heading up to Shelly Beach. School there on our right hand side. I think it might be Barrow Bay School. Past plenty of houses. There's a lot of old and new houses. A lot of people have purchased and done the knockdown rebuild on a lot of the properties in this Barrow Bay area, Barrow Bay, Shelly Beach area. As we head up into the last little section that goes into Shelly Beach, on the left is actually a big golf course. It's on both sides of the road, and there is obviously a golf club in the golf course which has great food. So that's on our left and right as we go through. You can see some people and some golf clubs as we drive past. Plenty of speed bumps here too to make sure that we don't speed. And up here a little bit it just turns into a single lane. So this part is all two-way, to get in and out of the golf club. But now we head into the road down to the surf club, and you can't see it here, but it's actually quite steep. It doesn't feel as steep when you're driving the car, but when you're riding it feels a little bit steep. Just as we go around the corner you can see the ocean out there looking beautiful and blue. I have a bit of a shark phobia, so I love to look at the ocean from a distance. I do love being in the ocean, but I'm very conscious of sharks and other sea animals that might bite me or sting me. If there's something that can sting me, it will generally, or bite me, it will generally get me. So we're coming into park now, and we'll go and meet my friend for lunch. So thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully using the 360 camera is good. I'm just having a little bit of a look out there at the view, but hopefully using this camera works, or maybe every now and then I'll use it to make a full video the way I have now. So we'll see. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.